is ready. As between the Jacksonville Jaguars. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set to kick off.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Cincinnati Bengals.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Right here, right here. Mike 56. Mike 56. Middle. Mike 56.
Throwing again. Jackson. And this one incomplete.
Jackson.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson escaping the pressure right. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jackson.
DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Tanner Hughes on the coverage.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tackled at the 34-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be at.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
And it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now Edwards-Helaire, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just shy of midfield.
Jackson. Flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From the 27, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
On the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jackson on 1st down. On the screen, this is Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
This is Raymond Calais, the final running back taken in April's draft.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Jaguars 14. Bengals nothing. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bengals nothing.
On 2nd down. Cottrell. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
43-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Jackson now.
3rd and 6.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Going for it all. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Jackson, he'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Prater on to add the extra point. He missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They run with Calais. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
2 yards, and it's third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll bring up fourth down as the Cincy defense stands up on third. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now he'll pull it down, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Bengals. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard
line. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Number 8.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a go.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
16. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Kevin King there defensively.
They go play action now. Jackson. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. On first down, Cottrell. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Clyde Edwards,
credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
45-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tanner Muse in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
42-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got Jack Doyle. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
23-yard line.
Tackled by Jordan Willis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Ball carriers.
2nd and 6.
The 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
On the ground, it's Calais. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11 now. To throw is Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Gain on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackmon.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby puts it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Crosby,
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 41, Bengals 23. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Jackson flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent. Hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Taken down at the 41. 1 yard gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Powering his way forward. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 30. It's a gain of 34. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais.
Today's final score, Jaguars.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.